Hey everyone, welcome back to Micro Adventures. I'm Ellie, and today I have a full body workout for you that is going to focus on the shoulders, obliques, and outer thighs, right? So we're kind of working down the outer sides of the body. My suggestion would be to put some ankle weights on if you have them. If you don't have ankle weights, no big deal. You're still gonna do this workout and get a totally kick-ass, really tough workout. Okay, we're also going to use some hand weights for the shoulders. I would suggest having 2 sets nearby if you have them. A medium set for things more like shoulder presses, and then maybe a lighter set for some pulses, some pec decks, and some reverse flies. Okay, so set those up on one side of your machine. Okay, and I want them to be on the floor in front of you so that you can face me. And you're gonna face whatever direction on the machine makes the most sense. We'll be on one red spring to start. And we are gonna start with a squat shoulder press. So 1 foot on the front platform, 1 foot on the carriage. If you've got straps that you wanna use, feet inside the straps, we'll send the carriage out a little ways here. And I want you to seal down the outer edges of the feet. Check in at the knees rather than knocking in or almost like slightly pressing out. Weights will come to your shoulders. We'll sink our hips down and back, pausing at the bottom, drive through the heels, squeeze your glutes, and then as you lift up, we're going overhead shoulder press. Okay, so this might be where you want to use your more medium set of weights. Sit down and back into your squat, pause. Maybe you can press the carriage out a little bit further. Oh, I could. And then drive through the heels, push straight up. Okay, so we're in our squat shoulder press here. Full disclosure, I'm using lighter weights, right? So I don't have quite as much resistance for this shoulder press as maybe I would like. So I'm gonna go slower. I'm gonna really focus on squeezing my arms, and I'm really gonna mindfully engage through the shoulders. Right now, if the weights you have happen to get a little bit too heavy, you could always just use one weight between the palms and do a narrow shoulder press like this, right? The point is not having the perfect equipment, okay? I know you all have different sets of props and accessories at home, but it's taking what we do have and making it work for us. Already feeling the booty, the outer glutes starting to fire and wiggle a little bit. Maybe send the carriage out 1/2 inch more if you're not quite there. Right, go just a little bit slower. In 4, let's hold the squat. In 3, 2, once you come down into that squat hold, slide the carriage out 1 inch, resist back in 1 inch. And I want you to keep your body weight even in both legs. And I want you to seal down the outer edges of both feet. Push out, resist in. Try to work evenly from the glutes. So press out, resist in. As you press out, maybe a little flare of the knees. A little flare of the knees. Can you hear that I'm working in my voice? I can hear it. I can feel it, that's for sure. Let's hold that press out. Let's hold the knees. Give me a tiny little flare. Little flare. Little flare those knees. You're here for 10, 9, 8. If the outer glutes aren't on, baby, they're on now. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the carriage where it is. Come up like most of the way out of the squat. I want a soft bend in the knees, strong glutes. Seal down the outer edges of the feet. Weights out in front of you. If you can, bring your elbows together to touch. Give me a little pulse. Little pulse. Strong core. Legs are still on. We're just pulsing, pulsing, pulsing. Press your forearms tightly together if you can. Woo. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You've got 10 seconds. Recommit to the carriage. Push it out. You have 5. You have 4. We're going to keep those arms lifted. In 3, 2, hold. We're going pec deck. So open the arms wide. Squeeze them back together. Keep the rest of your body nice and stable. Strong through the core, strong through the glutes. Don't death grip those weights, hands light. Shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen through the spine. Find that pec deck. Keep holding the carriage steady. If it's starting to creep in, press it back out. You got this. Listen, you're here. 10 more seconds. We are going into standing outer thighs with a rear delt fly. So if you have a lighter set you want to switch out for, grab them. In 3, 2, and 1. Palms face you. Keep some distance on the carriage. From here, we're going to press the carriage out with straighter legs, hinging forward at the hips, strong core. Once you find your furthest point, hold, seal down outer edges of the feet, make sure the knees aren't knocking in. And then pinkies up, you're gonna squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lower down with control. You're gonna give me one more lift. Lower down with control. Resist the carriage in as you work to upright your spine. And stop someplace where you still feel the legs really working. Right, so for me, I'm stopping right on the letter C on my Microformer, the C that's further from the front platform. There's 2 logos on mine, right? Look down at the letters, find that stopping point, right? Where does it feel challenging to stop the carriage? Maybe you leave the logo entirely uncovered. All right, I'll try that. Push it out, hold. We go 2 rear delt flies. Go slow and controlled on those rear delt flies, just like we would everything else in our workout. Couple things, the more you hinge forward from the hips, the more your torso becomes parallel to the floor, and the straighter your arms are will make this more challenging. You're working the back side of your shoulders. This is one of my favorite moves to work the shoulders. Oh my gosh. My outer glutes feel like they're gonna fall off already. So the good news is that you only have one single leg exercise on each leg. And you're either gonna use your ankle weights or the bungee, or if you are crazy, you can use both. And if you use both, I want you to DM me because, whew, you're amazing. I'm just gonna use the ankle weights since I have them on, but know that the bungee will work instead of ankle weights, or you can go for both, or you can just lift your leg, okay? Let's hold the carriage out, someplace challenging. Recommit to your core. We're going all rear delt flies. All rear delt flies, just squeeze. Focus on that engagement in the back of the shoulder. Keep lifting. You've got 15 seconds to go here. We're gonna come down onto all fours with the bungee or ankle weights. You'll start with your right heel lifted up towards the sky. We're gonna get into some fire hydrants in 5, in 4, in 3, 2, and 1. So down on all fours. From here, knees together, hands can be on your carriage. I like my hands on the floor. You're gonna open your right leg out to the right and then lower it down. So if you have an ankle weight, you can get into a bigger range of motion. If you're using the bungee, you're probably just gonna be flaring that knee wide from your bungee kick position right here. Okay, with the bungee, you're lifting the knee out to the side, back in. Okay, if you're using the ankle weight, we're lifting out to the side and back in from here. Strong through the core, right? Try not to collapse into the left side of the body. Squeeze the upper outer corner of the glute. Wherever you are, let's all lift it up and hold right here. Give me a little pulse, little pulse, little pulse. Squeeze the upper outer corner of your right glute. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. 2, hold the leg up. Extend the leg out to straight. If you can, drop down to the left forearm. Really accentuate this opening through the right hip. You're gonna lower your right toes down. Big squeeze, lift up. Tent the fingertips on the right hand, left forearm is down. You're lifting and lowering that right leg with an external rotation. And stay in a range of motion that's challenging for you. So I kind of like this lift up at like a 45-degree angle and then coming like halfway to the floor. Right, so find that place where you feel really challenged. This is gonna be the second to last exercise on this right leg. I'm really regretting my choice of using these ankle weights. I really wish I just had my leg lifting because this is so tough. In 4, lift, hold. In 3, 2, lift it up, hold, squeeze, open up that hip, little pulse, little pulse, little pulse. Let that pulse come from the upper outer corner of your right glute. Push back through the heel, strong straight leg. You're here for 4, you're here for 3. Let's get those obliques going in 2. Hold the leg up. Right knee comes towards the right tricep. Kick back through the right heel. So see if you can get that leg up a little higher than the hip. Right knee, right tricep, push back through the heel. If you can come back up onto the hands, that makes it a little bit more challenging. Right knee, right tricep, crunching through the side body, and then push, kick back through the heel. Okay, this is the finisher on your right leg, and it's going to transition us into our right oblique. Drive it in, push back. Yes, you freaking can. Stay in it. Keep going. If you shake it out, I want you right back into it, okay? Here's the deal. We're gonna go to one block spring on deck. Okay, challengers, if you wanna do this series on one way, more power to you. Extend the right leg out, hold, pulse the right leg up. Final 15 seconds. One block is the standard, one white for an extra challenge. You will meet me in a reverse side plank. Right forearm to the carriage, knees or toes to your front platform in 3, 2, and 1. Make that spring change. One block or one white, right forearm to the carriage, stack left shoulder over right, left hip over right. Strong side plank here. Now push down into the right forearm, lift right side waist away from the floor. Okay, I opted for one block in this series purposely so you have a little more support for your shoulder here. Okay, option here, float the left leg out in line with the hip, point your toes, tap your toes down to the floor, flex the foot, lift it up. Oh goodness, there's a little more outer thighs mixed in with the oblique series. And if you've got that ankle weight on, oh my word, keep it going. Whew. We are gonna take this into a night hawk in 4, in 3, 2, float the arm, float the leg. From here, you're gonna tap left knee beside right knee. You're gonna thread the needle with the left arm, carriage slides in, and then slowly slide the carriage out, open up through the arm, open up through the leg. Find that float, that big extension, and then squeeze. Hug everything in. So this is your night hawk. You also have the option to do this one up on the toes. If you do so, I like to keep both legs planted. I like to bend through the knees and sweep left arm under right hip and then lengthen back out. So it's kind of more like an accordion and thread the needle. Okay, wherever you're at, you have just 25 seconds. And please don't hate me for this next one. I mean, I kind of hate me for this next one, but it's okay. 10 seconds. We are going reverse twisted bear, and then you get to have a seat, okay? I love you so much. Hands to the carriage, toes to your front platform in 3, 2, and 1. Toes to the front platform, hands to the carriage. From here, bend the knees towards your left shoulder. You are in a reverse twisted bear. So your hips are staying swiveled to the left. You're crunching through your right side body as the knees bend towards your left shoulder. Remember, I put you on one block. I gave you this extra spring support. And challengers, if you chose one white, rise to the occasion. Right? You did this because you wanted a little bit more. Keep it slow and controlled. Try to take your eye gaze towards the numbered rail so that you're keeping length through the neck, length through the spine. Big inhales, full exhales. You're knocking down 20 seconds. We are gonna grab 1 or 2 hand weights next. You'll meet me in a side saddle. We're gonna hit a Russian twist to the right. You have 5. Have a seat on top of your carriage. Grab a weight in 3, 2, 1. Have a seat on top of your carriage. Heels planted to start. Hinge back with length in the spine. You're gonna twist to the right, send the weights forward, bend the elbows in, come back through center. Twist, arms out, elbows in, back through center. Option to add on, arms out, arms up, down, back in, back through center. Option 2, float the legs with your ankle weights on. It's a really great idea, trust me. You should definitely float your legs up. Definitely do it. So whatever option you want with the arms, whatever option you want with the legs, you've got 25 seconds here. And then we're gonna go right into the left side. We're gonna work through everything in kind of a reverse order. Take a deep breath. You freaking got this, right? You put this class on for a reason. Feel your shoulders, feel your obliques, maybe feel your legs even with those ankle weights on. In 4, come through center. In 3, 2, come through center. Let's take it to the left only. So twist left, arms extend, elbows bend, come through the center. Squeeze your inner thighs together so the hips aren't moving, knees aren't moving. You're getting this twist through the waistline, right? And then option to add on, arms extend. They can lift like a little wheelbarrow, lower, bend in, come back through center. Okay, option to float those legs, because why not? We're totally sane. We are not at all crazy. And maybe we just want to relish in the extra challenge of what it takes to hold a couple of pounds of weight on your legs as you're in this basically a boat pose. Awesome job, friends. You've got just 15 seconds. We're gonna knock it out. Reverse twisted bear. I want this to be your fastest transition of the day, like you are in a hurry to get into this move. You have 5, you have 4, set down the weight. Reverse twisted bear, left side in 3, 2, 1. Hands to carriage, shows the front platform. Swivel your hips to the right. Both knees bend in towards your right shoulder, slow and controlled. Lengthen back out. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. Find the length in your neck, right? Feel this crunch in the left side body. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Like you're trying to bring your left shoulder closer to your left hip as you do this, right? You're crunching through the left side body. Loosen up through the neck. Slow it down. Slow it down. And wherever you're at, see if you can lift your left hip up like a tiny bit higher. It's just gonna get you a little extra engagement. Do you hear that extra engagement in my voice? I feel it. You've got 15 seconds. We are going into our Nighthawk next. Left forearm to the carriage. Knees or toes to your front platform in 3, 2, and 1. Left forearm down. Knees or toes to the carriage. Float the arm, float the leg. Stability in the left shoulder. Okay, right arm will thread the needle as right knee taps left knee, carriage slides in. And then lengthen back out. Stabilize your left shoulder, right? Squeeze and lift left oblique away from the floor, and then stretch out, take up space with your limbs, reach them out away from the core. Keep going here. Big inhales, full exhales. Every exhale, squeeze your abs in and around you. Squeeze them tight. Beautiful job. You're almost there. We're gonna hold that side plank position in 10 seconds. And we're just gonna start, hitting the outer right glute a little bit more. And then we're gonna get the left leg. So I know the outer leg lifts don't really match the leg we were working. You should just thank God for that, okay? Hold your side plank in 3, 2, hold your side plank, flex the right foot, lift it up, point the toes, tap the toe down. Flex the foot, squeeze, lift, tap, lower down. Oh, and your left glute might start to talk to you. Okay, don't let your left booty sink down towards the floor. I really need you to focus on lifting the left oblique away from the floor. If you need a little more support for your core, right hand comes to the front edge of your carriage. Okay, that is going to help you stay in this side plank. If you need to ditch the leg lift and lower, ditch the leg lift and lower. But here's the deal, you have less than 15 seconds. And then we're gonna get bungee around our left ankle. If you've got your ankle weight on, you're gonna get right into fire hydrant, left side. You have 5, stay here, lift the hips a little higher for 4, don't count, don't jump the count in 3, 2, and 1. Set up for your bungee. So if you've got the bungee, heel is lifted, you're gonna fan the knee out wide, back down. If you've got the ankle weight, start with the knees together, fan the left knee wide, back in. Now the tendency when we do fire hydrant is to allow our body weight to dump into the right hip, to shift into the right hip. So I really want you, it's a little spider, to keep your right hip hugging in towards the midline of the body. Length through the spine, strong through your core, right? Focus on rotating that left hip open to the left and then lowering back down. Find that rotation, lower back down. Soften through the shoulders, strong through your core. In 4, hold it up. In 3, 2, take the leg out to the side, hold. Give me those little pulses. Tiny little flare of that knee up, tiny little squeeze of the upper outer corner of the glute. You're here for 4, you're here for 3, 2, hold, extend the leg out to straight. Option to come down to the right forearm, tent the left fingertips. From here, we're gonna lift that leg up to its highest point, bring it down like halfway. Big squeeze, lift up, bring it down halfway. Now, really important, I need you to flex your foot and push out through the heel like you're trying to reach the heel across your space to the nearest wall. I want you to reach through the heel, past the heel. Oh my word, the second you start pressing out through the heel, you're gonna feel this ridiculous engagement in your glute. It's like laughable how much my butt is engaged right now. Okay, so hopefully you feel that way. Like sometimes when something's really, really challenging, you just have to laugh because it's so hard. You're like, I don't even understand what's happening. I don't even know how my butt hasn't fallen off yet. Hold it up right here. Highest point hold, little pulse. Little pulse, little pulse. Yes, you freaking can. We got those knee-ins. Left knee, left tricep. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Left knee, left tricep. Press back. Keep the leg lifted high. If you're working with a bungee, range of motion's probably a little bit smaller. Squeeze in. You can ditch the bungee at any point. You got to keep the leg lifted though. You got those ankle weights on, commit. Stay in it. Oh, this is our second to last exercise. That means your finisher is on deck. Keep going. Hug that knee in towards the tricep. Lengthen the leg out. I know you probably hate me right now. I hate me right now. It's so hard. Keep pushing, right? Sometimes we need something that's like a little more aspirational to do, where it's like really outside of our comfort zone. We're really stretching ourselves to stay in this exercise and make it count. In 4, I'll hold. In 3, 2, all the way out. Hold. Give me those little pulses, little pulses. 10 seconds. Give me a reverse kneeling plank. We got push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Hands to your carriage. Find a plank. Just pause. Okay, if you want to do push-ups on your toes, great. But I want you to squeeze your glutes. I want you to lengthen the low back, strong through the core. From here, lower down nice and slow, chest leading towards the carriage. Drive through the heels of the hands, lift up. Take your eye gaze forward on that numbered rail. Slow and controlled. Strong through the core, strong through the glutes, strong through the chest, the biceps, the triceps, the shoulders. Everything is working. Okay, this is where we're gonna finish out our class today. You have 25 seconds to the finish line. I need 25 seconds, all out, push-ups, strong as you can. Take a deep breath, get back in it if you've come out of it. Stay here, right? If you're gonna be here, let's be here. Final 15 seconds, we're gonna lower it down halfway and hold it right there. Little pulse, little pulse. Final 10, 9, 8, in it together for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, child's pose. Whew. Sit your hips to your heels, stretch your arms forward. Forehead melts. Amazing, amazing job. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Let's gently walk our hands in towards us. Okay, just go ahead and come to seated. Right, turn to face me. You can, take those ankle weights off. Say goodbye to them. Never have to use those suckers again if you don't want to. Okay, lengthen up through the spine. Find some place to stack your spine. We're gonna take 2 deep breaths together. Inhale, circle sweep, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Deep breath in, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Awesome job. Thank you so much for being here. As always, take this lovely energy with you into your day. I'll see you again real soon.